First, I want to say thank you to Dee and Jimmy Haslam and the Haslam family for giving me this awesome opportunity to be the quarterback of this historical organization in the Cleveland Browns.
Watson looking for the edge. Watson is going to stroll in for the Cleveland touchdown.
Yo, this is your boy Thorough, and this is the My Dogs podcast, where my opinions are just my opinions. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and hit that like button, that bell button, hit all the notifications. I got my YouTube strolling at the bottom. I'm trying to build that YouTube community, trying to get everybody to convert over to YouTube so I can put this Brown content on YouTube and hit a little bit more Browns fans all over. But hey, let's get into it. What y'all think about that game? What y'all think about that game last week? What y'all think about the game? There wasn't no winner. When I was the winner on the sack one. We got 4. I said 3, so I came the closest. So there's no shirt going out. The other guy, he had 5. He went over to me. So stressful. Yes, it was. It was very stressful. As I was texting people talking about it, my hand was just where I'm at. It was just my hand was just a shaking. I'm like, this is the Browns fashion. And when that ball just dropped in his hand, I'm like, Cleveland Browns fashion. Then it popped out. I'm like, oh wow. It's man, that whole game trying to come back from all those turnovers. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm a little late. I wanted to get into it. I wanted to have proof to back up everything that I say, because I know people want to get on my dog, my new boo thing on the team right there, boy. Is that Joe? Oh man, that big Joe, man. Hey, that QB we got, he doing his thing. He doing that Joe Flacco is doing his thing. Now I'm gonna get this out. I'm gonna get this out early. I'm getting it out early. I'm shooting my shots early. The first pick was not on my quarterback, Joe Flacco. It was not on Joe Flacco. And the only reason I believe I know that is listening to the commentators. Everybody don't like was it Sanchez? That was him calling the game. He said it. He said it was on the rookie, Tillman. Tillman kept going, but Joe Flacco had the blitz, and he thought he was going to do that post, 10 and a post. He let it rip. And that's what I like about Joe Flacco and that's what I like about Joe Flacco is before you hit your break, or once you're about to hit your break, Joe Flacco lets that ball go. And he's been accurate with it too. So that first pick, I know y'all want to blame it on him, but if y'all would just stop crying and tone down and listen to the commentary, he'd let you know right there that wasn't on Big Joe. And I had more proof because they got a clip of Cedric Tillman running back after the pick. He running back to the sideline, and Stefanski was in his ear like, "What are you doing? What happened?" He was like, "What?" I thought so. It was miscommunication with the wide receiver. Him not knowing the playbook, him not knowing the route. I don't know what it was, but it was on Cedric Tillman, the rookie. The second one, that's a little iffy. That's on Tillman again. He's starting to like Tillman. I like that. I would love to see. I know we had high hopes on Bell. I would have loved to see him to get out there and see what he can do. But Tillman, he's getting the looks, and I ain't mad at him. He a big dog. So if we can get Tillman rolling, we can get him rolling. But the next one, it was on his fingertips. He got hit. It popped up in the air. Come on, man. Leave my boy Joe alone. It ain't on him. All he can do is put it where it go. Now, that third one, I can't really remember. It probably was on him. That third one was, That third one, I can't remember that third pick. But that's one thing I like about this team. They fighting. We lost our whole line, our quarterback, our running back. We losing a lot of these guys. I love the coach connection with. Yes. Oh yeah. That is that man. Oh my dog. I thank you. I thank you, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that, my guy. I'm you gon' if you got a YouTube page, you follow me. I'm gonna follow you, and I'm gonna add you on Facebook. I thank you, my guy. I really appreciate that. But yeah, that third pick, I can't really remember that third pick and how it happened. I think it was on the right side or something like that, or he just tossed it down the field. I don't know. But this team has fight. This team has fight, and I love it, and I love it. I love it so much that I'm sorry, I'm a comedian. I like to just joke, and it's off topic, but I'm gonna get back on topic. But anytime it's two fan bases that y'all already it's two fan. Wait a minute, wide receiver didn't cross over and got picked. Oh, there it is. No, that was last week. That was 2 weeks ago. That pick. That's another one they blamed on Joe Flacco. That was 2 weeks ago. And it might have been Cedric Tillman again. Every pick the last 2 weeks, it was on Cedric Tillman. He was coming and he let the corner run right into him, and he let it go. He ran right into his chest. And like I said, my man Joe Flacco, he's letting it go. He expects you to be there. It was Cedric Tillman again. So like 3 of his picks is on Cedric Tillman. Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. Win by 6, over 6. Yeah, I mean, but they got a quarterback. No, but I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. Since you said Texas up there, I'm gonna go. It's two fan bases that nobody likes, and everybody know one of them. One of them is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Another one is them Cowgirls. And when the Cowgirls say and do dumb things, I just want the Browns community to laugh with me about this. I mean, Jerry, pipe down. Jerry, just listen to. I'm sorry, I'm going off topic, but Jerry Jones, y'all got to hear this. If y'all didn't hear it, y'all got to hear this.
And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
I said to get that out. I needed My Dogs podcast to hear that. This man said he need him some glory hole, man. Y'all, y'all know some Cowboys fans, go find that clip, take it from here, whatever. And oh man, that's this man said he wanted some glory hole. But back to us Browns, back to the Browns. I am so sorry. But we got a big game. Yes. They got our backup. Was it Case Keenum? Yeah, Case Keenum. And Stefanski didn't let him throw the ball when he was there. But when he was with us. But we got us he wanted some glory hole, man. I don't know, man. But yeah. I'm hoping we still bring that intensity. The one thing I've been if y'all been following me, I've been crying about is Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett been doing his thing. Myles Garrett has been getting blocked, triple teamed, and all that stuff. And we brought all these other guys over to do something. We got a DT. We got Za'Darius on the other end. We got Mo Hurts. I think Mo Hurts just got hurt. He done for the season. But we brought all these guys in. We need them to do something. Last week, they stepped up. Last week, they came to play. that D line came to play. And I didn't know, like 2 weeks ago, I think we was talking about linebackers. I'm like, hey, like I said, this is the My Dog podcast where my opinions are just my opinions. I am a fan just like y'all. I don't catch everything. So I'm always saying, where's Thornhill? He might be balling. When I'm watching the game, I don't see it. Now, maybe I need to go back more and just watch more of him. And I said the same thing about Jeremiah. I'm like, but I didn't know that he was like leading the lead and against that rush, stopping the run. I always thought it was Greg Delpit. I thought Delpit was he led the team in sacks and all that stuff. But oh man, that PFF or PPF, whatever that is, man, they got Jeremiah up there. They got Jeremiah up there. He's one of the best run stoppers, according to them. He's one of the best run stoppers in the game. So we got us one, but we're going to see. It looked like I saw a clip earlier. I didn't really click on it and get into it, but middle linebacker Walker, he just got his knee scoped, so he's not going to play this Sunday. We dropping everybody. I mean, it's just crazy. But I want to see how he play without him there. And Taki, I don't know who's gonna come in and fill in for him, but besides him, I still want to see more play out of our linebackers. But our D line played last week. Oh man, that whole, oh my God, yes, and I love with I think it was Stefanski. Stefanski came out and said, I guess he's trying to get Myles Garrett his first MVP, and I love the way he was talking about him. Myles Garrett, and that's what Coach Stefanski was talking about. He said everybody gets just go by who's the sack leader to say who's the best defensive player in the league and all that stuff. Yeah, they say y'all go about all that, but he said how Myles he said go back to the second play and look what Myles had to do to get that sack or to get that tackle and all that stuff. He was wrong. I went to the second play. It wasn't the second play. I don't know what play he was talking about, but I think it was I can't call. It might have been the second play on the second drop because I went back. I'm trying to figure it out. But Myles had a defensive end came and got him. He threw him. Then the running back came and got him. He threw him, and then he grabbed and tackled the running back. So I'm assuming that's the play that he was talking about. I don't know, but that's what he. And I told y'all the story about Sean McVay when he said he couldn't sleep for a whole week trying to plan towards Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett might not lead the lead in sacks, but he is the most dominant end in the NFL, hands down. And that's from the coaches. That is from the coaches and some players. But that's Myles Garrett is just a freak. Myles Garrett is just a freak. Pass happy. Yes, he is. And I'm going to say something that, like I said, this is the My Dogs podcast where my opinions are just my opinions. What's good, fam? Yes, he is pass happy. And that's the one thing that I love Nick Chubbs. And y'all might not agree with me, but I love my team. I love the team. I love the players more than the team. I love this team. But the players, I love the play. That's why I can't hate on not Johnny Manziel. You Tampa Bay, you know what I'm talking about, Baker. Hey man, I don't want nobody not to succeed at something that they want to do. Like, this is what I want to do. I wouldn't want nobody to say the wish bad luck on me. So and Nick Chubbs, I love him on our team. I love him on our team. I just don't think we have the coach for Nick Chubbs. I want Nick Chubbs. Nick Chubbs is, when I be listening to podcasters and all that stuff, they say they're top 5 running backs. And I just saw I'd like 3 of them. None of them say Nick Chubbs. Just because he's playing in Cleveland, he's not playing in a big market. it's a lot of people out there that don't know what Nick Chubb does. Don't know nothing about Nick Chubbs. They see the Derrick Henry because he gets 1,000,001 carries, but they don't see that Nick Chubbs have half the carries, but the same amount of yards. So that's where Stefanski, I love you, but Nick Chubb is the Myles Garrett on offense. I want Nick Chubb could go down, or should go down, as the greatest running back in Cleveland history behind Jim Brown. But guess what? And it's Stefanski's offense. He's not. At us Browns fans, we're gonna recognize what we got as great. But worldwide, with Stefanski running the offense, he's not, and that's what I feel for him. He just loves to pass the ball, and I just won't even. I'm gonna tell you another one. I don't know if y'all knew that. I don't know. I don't know when he's coming back from his injury. That's the crazy thing, because they say it's about like a year injury. He had one surgery, then he had another surgery. So I don't know how it's gonna come back. Being in Stefanski's offense might help him next year, because he's not getting all the carries to let him heal. So when we make the playoffs, he's ready to go. But maybe I talked to some people and they're like, now they running two backs. They don't want to wear you out and all that stuff. I'm like, but he is the best running back in the league, hands down. There is no debating. Well, now this year we got McCaffrey. I'm not gonna knock anybody just to put my man up. But him and McCaffrey are the best. But everybody gonna say McCaffrey, because he's getting the rock. He's catching it. He's running it. They running around him. They built the offense around him. We built somewhat of ours around. We got a great line, and we built it around Chubbs, but he's not getting the rock. He is not getting the rock. So I don't. So you got me talking about my coach. I've been good on Stefanski. I've been good on Stefanski for the last 3 weeks, but the past happy. It's raining. You got a 38-year-old guy playing a game, and we're just like pitchers. I don't know how a quarterback's shoulders and arms hurt after taking that many hits and throwing that many times. Because guess what, y'all? Sunday, we got a short week. We got a Thursday night game. We got a Thursday night game against the Jets and one of the best defense out there. I mean, what we gonna do? We're gonna have a balanced offense, or we're gonna still come out there and throw that thing, and this man is he hurting. Yeah. Oh yeah. If we had the complete. Nope. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is my dog podcast where my opinions are my opinions. And this right here, this comment right here is 100% true. If we had our whole squad, it is trouble for the league. But guess what? We still got Stefanski as head coach. I'm sorry. Like I always say, I'm starting to like Stefanski. I'm starting to buy into him. We getting our wins, but like everybody say, he passed too much. We had our team. Our team can get us to the playoffs, but we're gonna need this coach. We're gonna need this coach to get us to the Super Bowl. And that's just, I gotta say, I'm not knocking him. Before beginning of the seasons and all that stuff, I was all on him. These last couple of weeks, I still don't like taking the ball first. We win a toss and we take the ball first. I still don't like that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I salute you. Still won't show me where you got them shoes made from, but yeah. Yes. And that's another thing I said about Njoku. Njoku is balling out. Don't be laughing at me. Njoku is balling out And I don't know if it's the quarterback's job or the head coach job to get in the ball. Because I said this previously. When Deshaun went down for 3 weeks, Njoku was the hottest thing smoking. He was the man. We made sure that we got him the ball. Then I think that Deshaun came back, or we PJ Walker or DTRs, they start going. Then we stopped going to him. I don't know if that's the quarterback. That could have just been DTR. I don't know. But there wasn't a play design for somebody. Is a play design for somebody. So it could be the coaches. Now we're going back to him again. I'm like, he doing his thing. Yes, I have problems with Njoku and his drops. But Njoku, they starting to get on. They starting to get on to him jumping over people. That dude wasn't fooled last week. He wasn't fooled last week. Njoku tried to jump. He's like, nah, buddy. You ain't jumping over me. You is not jumping over me. But I watched was it I think it's Dan Patrick show where they had Amari Cooper on there today. Amari Cooper said one thing that I said, and I said that Njoku is just open field experiences. Yeah, yes. I definitely agree with that. And that's where I'm going into my next one. That like Joe Flacco is throwing the best ball out of any quarterback we had this year. The best ball. And they had, like I said, they had Amari Cooper on, I think it was Dan Patrick, and they had him on, and they was talking to him, and they was like, you on your fourth quarterback and all that stuff. He said how hard it is, but he said one thing about Joe Flacco, he said he makes it easy. He said how? He said he throws a catchable ball. And he was like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean that he throws a catchable ball? He a more spiral and all that stuff. He laughed. He said, nah, everybody can throw a spiral. He said, no. When you turn on your brakes, the ball is where it's supposed to be. And he said that's what it's kind of hard because you ain't got no connection with your quarterback. Your quarterback need to know where you're going to be at, and you need to know where he's going to be at. But he said when he turned, the ball is right there. He said, I ain't got to jump. I ain't got to do all that stuff. The ball is, he said he throws a catchable ball. So, I mean, hey, no knock to any of our other quarterbacks, but that's the one. And I see it. And a lot of people don't, if you're a Browns fan and you don't like Joe Flacco, he threw 3 picks. Okay. But he still threw for over 300, got us back in the game and got us to win. And from the players, what they saying, he throws a catchable ball. Everybody else we know that was down too low to the right, he's throwing catchable balls. I mean, his experience is man. And I don't know how many games that you have to play to get the comeback player of the year. But if he keeps playing the way he played and he meets the criteria of games played, I think he can win comeback player of the year. If it's a comeback, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's the criteria of a comeback player of the year, but Joe Flacco is my comeback player of the year. Joe Flacco is doing his thing. Joe Flacco is doing his thing. Yes. Flacco is playoff and Super Bowl material. Our D been, and we've been leaving because since Denzel ain't been there, we've been leaving the man-to-man alone because we got torched when we played the Rams. When we drop back in zone, our zone coverage sucks. I ain't gonna say sucks, it's mediocre, but it still comes down to the coach. It still comes down to the coach. We naming all the players that we got the players that can do it. Only one. Yes, over 300 consistently in every game. And but you got some Browns fans that don't like Joe Flacco. I mean, just say you just don't like him. Just say that. I'd be happy with that. Just say that. But Joe Flacco's doing his thing. But this coach. I don't believe in him. I don't buy into his system. And I think a lot of the players, early on didn't buy into his system. I mean, we winning now. Well, it's easy to buy into somebody's system when you're winning, but as a fan sitting back there and just watching him just throw the rock 85,000 times, it's raining. I mean, it just and he did it with Baker. Baker had I said this before in my previous podcast. Baker's shoulder hurt, still throwing 40 times, and we got Nick Chubb's back there. Deshaun shoulder coming back from an injury. First game back, still throwing 40 times. Like, coach. We even put DTR, we put them rookies back there, and that still was tossing. It was one game that they didn't. But I'm like, is that all you know? You got this big old playbook about this big, and about this much of it is run plays. The rest of it is all pass plays. Like, you got anything else? And they all deep. They is all deep plays. Like, we on our second or third? We on our second left tackle, left guard. I think he's still good. Center, we on our second center. The right guard, I think when he just went out last week. Then the left tackle, we on our third left tackle. Man, we got our line is band-aid together. And you got everybody running 30 or 40 yards down the field. Come on, pimping. Come on. Oh man, yeah. I love the run game, but against the Bears, we had no choice but to run. But even when we have Chubbs, the thing that man, our line was getting blown up every time you just got the ball. You had somebody on you. Then you got Sweat Sweat was just acting bananas out there. But yeah, no, we couldn't run. But hey, if you're a great quarterback, I mean, you're a great coach, you're gonna find a way to run. Every time you look at the last 3 years, every time our run stops or getting stopped, he gives up on the run. Quit just running straight. Quit just running out. Do some counters. There's other ways. There's other designs to get runs. There's other packages that you can get in to get runs, to run the ball. But when our run is he see like it ain't hitting, he gives up. And hey, what would you always say? In the second half, Nick Chubbs eats. He eats. So we got to wear them down. We got to keep going. These D tackles, the only way for them to get to loosen somebody up is, okay, I'm going to keep on running. Yes, you stopping me, but it's hurting you. You tackling me, boom, boom, boom. By the third, fourth quarter, you tired of hitting that ground. You ain't coming as the way you used to. I can get one off on you. But he just quits. He quits on the run. And that's the only thing. Yes, they was in there every time. Because, yeah, I ain't gonna talk about my parlays, but yeah, they were. Yeah. So I mean, I get it, but you got to find other ways for a head coach. You got to find other ways. What about the wind was blowing 20 miles an hour where you can't throw the ball, where you got to run. You got these are things. These are Super Bowl coaches things that you got to do. These are the things that you got to find out. Just because they shut down the run, okay, now I'm just gonna pass 40 times. Okay, let me do this run up the gut. They're still shutting it down. No, you got to keep going. We is a running team. That he's trying to turn into a passing team. That's just plain and simple, and that's what I just don't like about for Nick Chubbs. I feel sorry for him. I would never want him to lead his team, but if he got to go somewhere to be great, go be great, man. Go be great. I don't want you to go nowhere, but I want you to reach your fullest potential because you is one of the baddest things out there. And I don't want you to just your legacy be just not where it's supposed to be. When Nick Chubb's career is over, it's got to be looked at as right up under Jim Brown as one of the greats. Or our generation say the best running back ever. I mean, to me, that's where I see it. That's where I see it, and that's where I wanted Joe Thomas. I'm like, Joe, go get you a ring. This organization ain't doing nothing. But Joe Thomas could take me into my next topic. Joe Thomas was loyal. Joe Thomas was so loyal that the Browns even told him, like, man, we'll trade you somewhere so you can go, you can have at least one winning season in your career. And he said no. He said no. I'm a dog. And I talked about that earlier a couple podcasts ago about having people on this team that just embrace, want to be a Brown, and just embrace the rivalries, embrace the whole Brown atmosphere. Because I was watching Deshaun Watson's podcast, him and his boy, because he was talking about, oh yeah, that they were talking about the roof, and they were like, you ever do that? He said, nah, that's mainly for the fans do, but I don't really do none of that. Hey, Deshaun, if you watching, you my dog. Never talk bad about you about here, but embrace Cleveland. Hey, don't be scared. Roof. You a dog with us, man. You ain't here just for that pay. Well, you might be here for that paycheck, but eventually you're gonna have to bleed this orange and brown, baby. We need a Brown mentality in Cleveland. We need a Brown mentality. We need a standard. That's for us to be great. We're gonna need a standard. And when you come in, like when Jarvis Landry here, when Jarvis Landry was here and all, it was a standard. It was a standard. Even Baker tried to bring it. He tried to bring that intensity and all that stuff. He had his pick problems and all that stuff. But I mean, this is the standard that I'm talking about. Because like I said before, when they was talking to some players about the rivalry, they talking about the Cleveland rivalry with Pittsburgh. They're like, hey, I just got here. I don't know nothing about it. Oh, once you sign that check, you hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you on the Browns team, once that first check deposit, you hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is what I mean. I don't know if y'all caught this, but this is what I'm talking about. When you become a dog, you is a dog for life. Let me make sure this is the right one. I can't see. I ain't got my glasses on.
We finessed it. We're not going to do contract talks and stuff like that, man. So good luck. I knew it was over here in Cleveland, so I wanted to still play. It's funny. First team to offer me was the Steelers, and I just was quiet about it because a lot of people were like, "You should have took it," but I just could not see myself coming back into Brown Stadium. To me, you couldn't do that. That's the least I thought.
Wow.
Like, you couldn't do that. I was just too diehard to the fan base.
Joe Hayden did a really good job because he was there a couple weeks ago.
He finessed it.
He didn't want to throw Joe Hayden under the bus. That's why he said, you just couldn't do that. Then he said, well, I thought you couldn't. He embraced Cleveland. Joe Hayden is my dog. He was that's one of my favorite. I never did like him when he went to Pittsburgh. He retired as a Brown. I hate his tattoo, and he talking about I'm a Steeler too. Man, you gotta pick one, dog. You gotta pick one. You gonna roll with us, or you ain't. Can't have he got a tattoo with half Pittsburgh, half Browns. No, man. You see what Josh Cribbs say? No, I just couldn't do it. A lot of people said go get that bag. He embraced it. We need cats like that. And that's what I was talking about. I think it was last week when I was talking about Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt wanted to play in Cleveland. And everybody go to Cleveland. And what OBJ say? Hey, they sent us to Cleveland to die. Man. Oh, man. No. Joe Hayden, he had his early years. I think Joe. I ain't gonna talk about Joe. That's my dog. That's Mr. Shutdown. We can't talk about Joe. Even though he got that Steeler bull crap on him, I can't talk about Joe, man. I can't talk about Joe. Yeah, I think. Okay, let's get into that. Watson. I think Joe Hayden shut down that side. Joe Hayden was on an island. Joe Hayden plays the same role as Denzel Ward. They play man to man and no safety help. Only thing that was wrong with Joe, you was right. Hey, man. And that's why he got caught with those PEDs. He know he lost a step. He couldn't keep up with them. Then he started getting burnt. But his first couple years, Joe Hayden was locked down. And after he couldn't take his roids no more, then you just toss it deep. But we go leave my man alone. Leave my man alone. But Deshaun Watson, I asked two people this, and they came up with the same conclusion I came up with. Let's see how y'all feeling today. If the Browns go to the Super Bowl and win or lose, then Deshaun Watson come back next year and plays the rest of his career in Cleveland, and we never make it back to the Super Bowl. Is that a knock on Deshaun, or is it just our year? Because I believe, me personally, it's not a knock on Deshaun. I mean, it just the AFC besides Miami, if somebody can knock Miami off, everybody else is beatable. Kansas City ain't playing like no big dogs. We already beat the Jags. We can go toe to toe with Baltimore. If Denver make it, we can beat Denver. If the Steelers or Cincinnati make it, we can beat them. Buffalo will be a little fight, but Josh Allen don't show up in the playoffs. So me personally, I just think it's just we had a soft schedule this year, and this was just our year. It was just made to be somewhat, even though we got all these injuries. But this was like this was just all right. We don't know what our schedule gonna look like next year. So, but well, I mean, what y'all? Yeah, I don't know. No, as I say, I don't think it's a knock on it. I don't think. If we don't go back to the playoffs, playoffs. Oh, if we don't go back to the playoffs, yes, that's on him. But Super Bowl now, okay, I get what you said. Yeah. No, if he don't get us back to the playoffs, man, we got problems. But like I said, it's this team. It's this team. And the sad thing about it is, if y'all Browns fans, some of y'all might be Cavaliers fans, and I think crazy sometimes. I ain't even gonna front. I think crazy sometimes. Sometimes you got to shake it up. Sometimes you got to destroy something to make it better. You got to take 2 steps back to go 1 step forward. And I think we stuck with Stefanski. I think a lot of people don't like him. We don't like our play callers. We can tolerate him, but are we stuck with Stefanski? Because I ain't even gonna front. The year that the Cavaliers won the championship, I really didn't want them to win. I felt that because Ty Lue to me wasn't a good coach. If we'd have let him go, got a real coach, LeBron probably would have stayed, and we could have got 3 instead of 1. With that team could have came back, and we'd have been great. But we only got that one because we only had one head coach. We had Ty Lue. But what y'all? I mean, yeah, and that's why I'm saying this year it was just if we had all our pieces, this year was destined for us. It was destiny for us this year, and next year we got the we got the AFC West next year. So we got next year we got Kansas City, Denver Broncos, the where they at now? LA Chargers, and the fourth team, Las Vegas Raiders. I think if I didn't say those, didn't say that. And yeah, we and the draft, and that's another thing. Next year, I didn't even get into the money. We don't know if this great defense that we got, I don't even know if they all coming back. And that's where like everybody say we spent all those draft picks. We gave away 3 draft picks for Deshaun. Guess what? I never saw nothing wrong with it because financially we couldn't afford 1 draft pick. Imagine if we had 1 first-round draft pick 3 years ago. This year he be coming up for his contract. We already in the hole. without that draft pick. Guess what? That means we're gonna have to let somebody go because his rookie contract is up and he gonna want to get paid. We are so me. Those draft picks really didn't mean nothing to me. That's just money, and that's why he's AB. No, like they say, every team got a time window. They got their window, and he like, hey, to extend my window, I'm gonna get rid of draft picks because we financially we broke. We next year we broke. We don't know what this team gonna look like next year because we broke. Plain and simple. I don't know if y'all know, but we broke. So I don't. There's going to be some moving pieces, injury wise. That might could have helped us out some way somehow. Because how long did we have Delphi? No, we just signed Delphi. Delphi just got his contract. Ward, I think he in the middle of his. Emerson was a rookie last year, so he on the second year. But the year after that, he gonna want one. I don't know how long we signed Zadarius, and I mean Joku just got his bag 2 years ago. But it's some key pieces, some contracts that they've been moving around. But money wise, I just don't. I'm happy the pick's gone, and I don't know who's going to be on this team next year. Just because of salary, but let's get into this. Let's get into this. I'm sorry, I've been just running my mouth. Let's get into this week. Somebody said we was gonna win by 6. Let me go back. Let's go back. We're gonna win by 6. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. I don't think it's gonna be that. I'm happy we ain't got to play CJ. Yeah. Oh, see there go. Yeah. Yep. There go another one. And the way he's playing. So this is probably what is his third, going on his 4th year. So he's that's another bag. That's another bag. Like I said, we already in hole. AB's the man. He know how to see it. Now you don't with the money. So we're gonna figure it out. But we'll win by 10 or 11. You betting on that. What's that? You out there making some parlays or something? Let me quit. 10 or less. I can see it. I can see a blowout, man. Like I said, with our team, I can see everything possible. Everything possible. But it comes down to what game plan Stefanski coming out with. Now, one Browns fan could tell you which running back is going to take the first snap. I mean, we don't know who's going to get the bulk of the carries, but the only thing that ever Brown fans can tell you is that we're going to throw that rock. We're going to throw that rock. That's the only thing. But like I said, our defense played last week. They got at Justin. I don't know if it was him holding the ball, whatever, but they got in. If they play like that again, we good. We good. We can beat them. We can. Oh, man, Emerson. Was that Emerson almost got that pick? And it could have. Oh man, Emerson almost could have got him another pick. Emerson doing his thing. He doing his thing. But it's a win. I like it. But that means it's a 3-point game. I mean, that means it's a 2-point game. That's too close. My anxiety is already up from last week. I can't do a game winning. And I mean, with them not having their quarterback, that's them. But we ain't got our starting quarterback, but we ain't them. I told you, Joe Flacco is my guy this year. Joe Flacco is the man. So with our offense against their offense and defense, no. If it goes down to 3 points, I mean, it's football. It's the NFL. I mean, games can be tight, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like he said, 10 or less. I can see 10 or less, but man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If it come down to that kick, that's not looking good for me. That's what is it? What Joe Flacco got? Joe Flacco is his calf or something that's hurting. That's Joe Flacco leaving, and we putting DTR in or something like that. and Deshaun going back to go meet his old people, his old stomping grounds. Let me quit. I tell you, Deshaun Watson, I'm just joking. Deshaun, don't kill me. You my dog, man. I would love to have you on here. With DTR, nah, you reaching with that one. I mean, in preseason, we thought DTR was the hottest thing since sliced bread, but DTR, I think DTR is going to be great. I think he's one of those old school quarterbacks where you sit them on a bench for 3 years, then they finally get their start and they go out there and do. I think he got promise in his league, but he ain't ready. He ain't ready. And I think I might have talked about it on here before. I think we need to bring Joe Flacco back. Bring Joe Flacco back to. We need somebody to talk to Deshaun, and Deshaun can have somebody on his level, that his IQ to as a backup. As a backup, he needs, because he had 2 rookies. He had DTR and he had somebody that was in the CFL. Yes, they're quarterbacks, but they can't. I mean, when you sit on that bench, you got nobody. You might as well go talk to the running back, man. You ain't got nobody that can give you a real good input, because they can't tell you, man, you missed that. You saw that on the defense. They like, hey, I don't know what you missed. I don't know what you did, but they are good with CJ Stroud. They are great with CJ Stroud. I said it last week or 2 weeks ago. CJ Stroud is, to me, rookie of the year. CJ Stroud is balling. And if you downplaying CJ Stroud, you're crazy. CJ Stroud is that team. That I was scared going up against them with CJ. But oh, wait a minute, we there. Yes. We were talking about him, that half of Joe Flacco's interceptions was at the hands of Tillman. But he's a rookie. He's a rookie, and I don't know if the coach, like I said, I don't know if the coach is designing anything for him. I don't know, because I don't know what coach is designing for anybody, because I still love Elijah Moore. I love that's my dog, man. I just think that we need to try to get him the ball. Coop doing his thing. Coop talking about he throws an easy ball, but you still dropping him. The Joku, y'all, he dropping them too, but they doing their thing. I ain't gonna get here. Tillman a rookie. He finally just getting thrown in here, so he can't step up when he just got there. It's gonna be kind of hard. Yeah, DTR, the first one. I mean, yeah, but I still think he needs time. I mean, this ain't the season. This ain't the season for DTR for us, because we already like 1 win away from making the playoffs. So that's we can. DTR can probably manage not to throw the game away, but I ain't putting no money on DTR. There you go, right there. There you go. That's what the coach need to do. Put the speedster out there and do what you was doing in practice. All practice. You brought him in here to go deep. You know, Joe Flacco is just throwing that ball deep. That Joe Flacco is throwing that deep. But is he a disappointment? Is he a disappointment when he's not getting no looks and no targets? Is he a disappointment when preseason and offseason they were saying he's going to be lined up everywhere? He's going to be in a running back. He's going to be in a slot. He's going to be on the ends. He's going to be doing jet sweeps, where we saw him do jet sweeps. He's going to be everywhere. Where we see him at? Just a slot. So I mean, he brought him in here to do so many things with him, but the coach ain't doing nothing. I mean, it's a lot of stuff is the coach to me. More underneath so he can. Yeah. Yep. I agree with that. I agree with that. But y'all don't want we we talking about Tillman. We done with Bell. We're not gonna give Bell a crack, because I thought, like I said, I don't know. I'd be watching highlights when Bell came out and I saw him just running and doing all them jukes. I'm like, this guy gonna be something nice. But I think he got hurt last year for the whole season or something like that, or he just didn't get in. This year he ain't doing nothing. He can't. I mean, it's a lot of things that we don't know, and why people don't get the ball. They work ethic. Hey, could have that Johnny Manziel work ethic. I don't know. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Where is Bell? We got some weapons, but we need the coach. We need the coach. Now he gonna have to stop throwing them picks. I'm sorry. He can have to. He can. Yeah, I can. I'm saving that one. I'm Joe Flacco. That's still look at to get that. How many times he got to throw the ball in just 100 yards? Just 100 yards. And we like I said, we got to play. We got to come back Thursday. I'll be happy with 275, 300, unless I put something like that on my parlay. But and 2 picks, we gotta. Unless they're not his fault, we can't. 2 picks. I can't see. I don't want to see no 2 picks. He got to get better. If he throwing 2, just threw 3, and I know I said it wasn't his, then come back and throw 2. That's too consistent. That means you consistent throwing these picks, and you got to get cleaner going into these playoffs, because the way our offense is built and the way that they call in plays, that we're not going to get that many chances. We're going to have to capitalize on when we have the ball and stopping somebody, and not just putting it all on our defense. So 2 picks, that's now against the Jets and that defense, I can be like, okay, I can see 2 picks. 1, I can tolerate 1, 2. I don't want, but against the Jets, but against the Texans, I wouldn't be happy if that happened. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. I was about to say, I can't, man. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. The only thing I can say I don't see it is we drop a lot of. We got them in our hands. We just drop them. We got to be able to hold on to them. But don't sleep on Case. Don't sleep on Case. I hope he is who we think he is. But did I have anything else? I got another thing. I ain't gonna play that one yet. I ain't gonna play that one yet. And when I ain't gonna play that one yet. But I like your prediction. I like your prediction. That is a great score. Where is that? That's a great score. But okay. He says 27-17. Is that, Browns fans? Is that a win that we let Case Keenum put up 17 points on us when this defense supposed to be? They was number 1. They've been slacking. But and that's where our defense, when Myles Garrett ain't jumped off sides in a while, and we ain't been doing all those jumps, so that's good. And penalty wise, discipline, these coaches, Stefanski, you got to get these players together. This jumping off sides and false start stuff, you got these penalties, man. But if is that good for our defense, or is that our offense like Chicago? Chicago got 14 points. They really only got 3 points, but they got 14 points off 2 picks in the red zone on their side. Their side. I don't know if Ward's playing. I don't know if Ward's playing. Yeah. Okay. Because I'm like, if I'm gonna put my prediction up. I'm gonna put my prediction up. I like where you went with it. I like where you went with it. Oh, my bad. I like 27-13. I like 27-13. They might sometimes our defense we act like we can't tackle. Sometimes we act like we can't tackle. So and they might get a drop. Like I said, I am not doubting Case Keenum. I think he's a serviceable back. He's a serviceable back. Whatever I'm trying to say, but he can get down there and get 1 and 2 field goals. But beside anything more than 13, man, we got to lock it down. That means our offense went 3 and out. We didn't throw a pick or we didn't got a fumble. But if they drove down there and got 17 points on us, come on now. We're not ready for the playoffs. These next 2 weeks, even against the Jets, the Jets shouldn't have no more than 13 points. If this defense and the way this offense is, I ain't gonna say the offense is rolling because we get points here and there. We ain't clicking. We ain't clicking yet. We got high numbers, but we got a lot of 3 and outs that we got to work on. We got a lot of 3 and outs. We ain't clicking. I ain't gonna say that. But these next 2 weeks, they should get no more than because I don't even know if Zach Wilson is starting or not. But these next 2 weeks, and wait, he might be saying what I'm saying. Love it. Yes. Yep. And that's what I was about to say. We still got a chance to win our division. We still got a chance to win our division. We got Houston, the Jets, and what is the Bengals, and the Ravens got the 49ers and some Miami. 49ers and Miami, and they got the Steelers. So they can win 2, but we win 3, and that's where my knowledge is done, because we split with how. If y'all know, y'all let me know. Y'all tell me this, and I got another scenario for y'all. Tell me this one first. Now, there's a chance if we win all 3 of ours, and Baltimore lose 2 to San Fran and Miami and beat the Steelers, we're going to have the same record. We split with them, we would have the same divisional record. And what's the next qualifier to what's the next qualifier to the win of division? Because everything is a tie. Our record would be the same. Our conference wins would be the same. No, our conference win and divisional wins would be the same. What's the next one? Oh, we'll get the number 1 seed. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. But if it work out, we can get home field advantage. But man, oh man. Last year. Was it last year when we went back and we had to play? No, we didn't play Baker this year. It was last year. We got our first win last year. We played Baker last year? I can't remember. Hey, you good. But the way things is working out, if we stay in the position where we at, and the Jacksonville Jaguars with Trevor is hurt, and wait a minute, what? How did that? No, I thought I gotta look at the division. It's Jacksonville and Tampa Bay in the same division. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I thought I heard something. Jacksonville in the AFC. Wait a minute, but Tampa Bay went. Okay, that ain't. I'm tripping. I don't know why I was thinking about we can see Baker. I don't know. It's Tampa Bay and the Colts. It's the Colts. But I like our division where we was at. I like where we at. I'm playing the long game. It'd be nice to win our division since we ain't done it in so long. But would you rather win your division than end up being matched up with somebody like Miami and Kansas City, or maybe Baltimore again? Or would you like to stay where you at? And guess what? Where we at? We got to go to Jacksonville. We can beat them. If Trevor is hurt and the Colts take their spot, then we just go right down the street to Indy and we can beat them. To me, I think those are two easy wins. I love to stay where we at because those are only two games that we got to play. Them the only two guys that we got to play, and I'm cool with that. You want to see Kansas City? I mean, hey, I feel you. You want to see Kansas City in the first round? They kind of weak. I ain't gonna say they kind of weak, but they ain't been on. We had their number. We had their number 2 years ago. We can beat them. We can beat them, but I mean, for me, a guy that don't really win nothing, and you already know who my team is, so I just want the easiest route. I don't want a hard route. And the Kansas City, they can get clicking in the playoffs. I would love to see Trevor again, and I would love to go Indy. But everybody like Indy, and maybe just something with me. I'm not feeling Gardner Minshew, but yeah, I can see that. We never, ever. The last 3 times we played Kansas City, we should have won all 3 of them. We should be 3-0 against Kansas City. But it's coaching, defensive coaching, and we just the Browns. Yeah, I'm not scared of them. Just don't want to see them. That's all. Hey, that just me. That just me. Yeah. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Stay right here. Let Baltimore win, and Baltimore got to go up against one of them juggernauts. Because to me, that's how I see it. Let me sit here in the middle soft spot where I feel I can win. And the coach better get us past it and let these juggernauts fight. Let the big dogs fight each other. That means if Buffalo make it, we got Buffalo. We got Baltimore. If they go down, then I don't know we can give it to Miami. Miami win it all. So then we got Buffalo, we got Kansas City, we got the Ravens, we got they eventually got to play each other. That means that's somebody being knocked out. Oh, they get to bye and play us if we no only one person. No, they can't. They won't get to bye if they lose, because I think they will think Miami will have a better record than them. Right now, they're the number 1 seed, but we saying if they lose the next 2, then Miami will beat them. But if they stay at pace, then they would get the bye and all that stuff. Okay, if they stay at 1, yeah. Look at that. We stay there, beat up on the Jags or the Colts. Then we go play the Ravens, which we know we can beat them. And guess what? The next one, it's the AFC Championship. I would love it just for bragging rights to win the division. To win the conference, but this sweet spot. We in a sweet spot right now. We in a sweet spot. I like it here, but we got still win it. But hey, that's the road to the Super Bowl. That is the road to the Super Bowl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But okay, it's about time for my. I gotta get up off here. But I wasn't able to give away a shirt. Man, and that's what I said earlier on one of my podcasts. Is riddle me this: if the Browns win the Super Bowl, because I had DJ Hazmat on here, and I asked him that, and I told him I was downtown. I was downtown when them Cavaliers won. If the Browns win the Super Bowl, will downtown be crazier than the Cavaliers? What if the Browns win the Super Bowl? Me personally, it'll be the most televised game, or just go to the Super Bowl. It'll be the most televised game ever because the Browns are there and we travel well. Man, but if the Browns win, downtown I love my Cavs, but how long we been waiting, us Browns fans, the diehard Browns fans, they're gonna have to open up more blocks. They're gonna have to open up more blocks and put more porta potties out there. If y'all was down there, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. It was packed. It was packed. But man, oh man, if the Browns win one, man, the only thing about it, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and then I have to get out of here. I don't like the cold. If they come back and oh man, it's snowing in Cleveland, I might be watching it on the tube. No, man, it's the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl, man. It's the Super Bowl. They wait on the parade. Wait on the parade, man. Don't have me out there catching a cold. No, this is the podcast. I say. I mean, if you just I try to go Wednesdays. Fridays, I used to do Fridays. But a lot of like some of the guests I used to have, and a lot of people around this time, I'm a little older. They trying to hit the clubs and they going out, people getting on the road and all that stuff. I'm from Youngstown. Sometimes I like the wife be ready to go to Youngstown. And I'll be like, I got to do this podcast now. I got to jump on the road late. So I moved it to Wednesdays, but I was busy on Wednesday. So I come back to my Friday, but I'm trying to do it every Wednesday at 8. But if you just hit that following light, hit the notifications. I'm trying to be, my goal is every Wednesday at 8:00. And I next week I can't miss. Because again, we got a game Thursday. So I gotta come back. But I just thank you for your like and your follow and all that stuff. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I thank all y'all for the comments. I thank everybody that's watching. I really appreciate it. And I mean, it's something I'm really trying to do. I mean, talking to other Browns fans and all that stuff. And anytime y'all want to come on, y'all welcome to just inbox me. Y'all come on and we can go back and forth. We could talk to everybody. I mean, I would thank you, sir. I would love to have y'all on, and y'all can have 5 minutes. Y'all can be on here half an hour with me. Y'all can rock with me. Y'all can rock me. This ain't just mine. This is all y'all. This is all of ours. I got that many. Last time I look, I had 85. But I mean, everybody follows me on the they watches it on Facebook. They watches it on Facebook. Wow. Okay. But they don't, but that's the thing. Everybody watches it on, I got 215, but they all watch it on Facebook. Because yeah, I don't know. I wish they would do it on YouTube, but it is what it is. But I thank y'all for watching. Y'all the best. This is the My Dogs podcast, where my opinions are just my opinions. I thank y'all for watching again, because y'all just don't know what it means when somebody trying to do something new. Just like I just created a new X Twitter or whatever account. I'm posting and posting and posting. I got 0 views. I mean, it's when you starting, it's I ain't even gonna front. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It hurts. It hurts. And you just posted and you ain't getting no views, not 1 likes. You can see you could see it says how many people looked at it, but not 1 person hit a like and all that stuff. So when you building something, it's hard. It's hard. But the link is right there strolling at the bottom. But I can send, I'm gonna send you the link, but it's strolling at the bottom to My Dogs Podcast. But I will send you the link, and I just thank all y'all for watching and tuning in, man. I thank you. I'm out.